perennial failure Finance Minister Joe Ceci is holding pre-budgetary consultations with Albertans right now. Well, sort of. It's not like you or I could go to our local budget consultations. We would have to be pre-screened and pre-selected by our local NDP MLAs before we have the pleasure of telling the government what we think they should do with that new budget of theirs. Trust me, I'd never make the cut. Burn it down from the inside and fire yourselves is not exactly the budgetary advice the NDP want to hear from anyone. But the most shocking thing is that Fort McMurray, devastated by wildfire last year, is not getting a budgetary consultation at all. Now, how much do you want to bet that's because the NDP don't want to field any accidental questions about their cut to the wildfire budget last year? As we uncovered, that cut caused such chaos in the Agriculture and Forestry Ministry that all the water bomber contracts were cancelled right before fire ripped into town. Now, after a day of pressure, the NDP are releasing some info about who they've consulted with already. Do you want to know who they met with in Stony Plain? Now, they met with representatives from the town and Parkland County, of course, the Chamber of Commerce, Alberta Parenting for the Future Association for local businesses, and an egg farmer. Know who they didn't meet with at all? Coal miners. Parkland County is home to 3 coal-fired generation plants and about 700 jobs relating to the coal industry. Now, I do know representatives from the town will advocate for these folks the way they always have, but would it kill the NDP to look these coal miners and electricity workers in the eye before they end their jobs? Now, the NDP like to consult with Albertans by only talking to the people who agree with them, like all the consultations they do. They did it before they drafted their farm unionization law, Bill 6. Do you think they spoke with any actual farmers before dropping that steaming pile of legislation on Alberta farmers? No. At the Rebel, we learned through Freedom of Information requests that the NDP met for months with labor activists and the Alberta Federation of Labor. Prior to drafting Bill 6, they did not meet with any farmers at all. These consultations, these budget consultations right now, are like all their consultations. They're designed to give the NDP the results that they want. They're fake. They're as fake as the fake photo ops I told you about yesterday. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. To learn things about Rachel Notley and her destroyers that you will never learn about in the mainstream media, click the link below to subscribe today.